You're listening to IndieX Radio. DJ Nick from Bethel, Kentucky. More lights, more sound.
Good afternoon, YouTube and Twitter. DJ Nate back here with you. Sorry I had to leave abruptly earlier. Had something to do real quick. So I'm gonna actually recap and redo a little bit of what I just did. So you guys that are now joining can do it. I asked about 5 questions yesterday. You guys still have time, about a week in order to answer all of them, though. But I want them. It looks like we had somebody answer one already, though. But did Harry Potter get treated fairly in his aunt and uncle's house? Well, I'll give you a little more time, like I did earlier, about it. Like I said, I had to restart the show here, but it's okay. I wasn't too far in anyway, so just take a couple minutes though to see if you guys can get that answered, or if you don't want to answer it though, it's perfectly fine. But just something I can have fun with you guys with, so things like this. So yeah, just a couple more minutes. The question is, did Harry Potter get treated fairly in his aunt and uncle's house? Couple more seconds. Did Harry Potter get treated fairly in his aunt and uncle's house? The answer was no, he did not. Um, because they had a son, Dudley. That was their precious pride and joy. To them, Harry Potter seemed like to me was nothing to them. So, um, connecting the movies now, or going back to the movie, we stopped at Drake yesterday at Draco Malfoy, right? His reaction to Miss McGonagall's when she said that about the Chamber of Secrets. She's talking about, especially when she's talking about the Slytherin house. Well, scenes after that one, they found themselves out in the courtyard. And if you remember not though, for ones you all have seen this, Ron broke in the car when he was trying to uh, touch the spell. So they meet up with Draco Malfoy, just become the seeker for Slytherin team, um, and they got the some new brooms, um, and these brooms are like supposed to be better, and I think Gryffindors and all that. So they're sitting there, kind of changing words back and forth, like putting each other down, well, whatnot. Well, Ron steps in the way when Draco calls Hermione a mudblood, which means half and half. Half regular person, half magical and all that. So Ron didn't like that too well though, so he goes, "Eat slugs." Tap gives one away though, but it ends up backfiring on him. So he ends up with the slugs in his mouth, which is actually pretty nasty. So they go back down to Hagrid's place down there though, and they're talking about what happened, telling Hagrid, called her a mudblood or something like that too though, and he goes, "Oh, they did not," and uh, he's talking about the purebloods and all that, which is Malfoy's family and whatnot. So as they're going through the movie, they start going or going through the school year at least, they're starting to see things happen to people. People freezing up, you know, having their eyes closed, or well, if they don't have their eyes closed, they get frozen, like like they call them petrified. Well, they go have another class on campus, and it's Mrs. Sprout, I think that's her name. Um, and she's got these mandrakes, and they have a high pitched scream. They won't knock you out, right now though, but um, they can I think I said they can kill them or something. But anyway, so they're thinking that she can use those to unpetrify the people. So okay, so they've got a game plan, right? Well, they start seeing these sayings written on the walls and stuff, on blood, saying the chambers has been open again. And of course, all three of the amigos, as they say, um, you always end up at the wrong place, wrong time, right? So here comes the teachers, Snape, Dumbledore, and all them. Tells everybody to go back to securely to their dormitories. Um, and they kind of got asked, "Where were you three after dinner?" And um, actually, what they were doing is they were actually making potion for they were going to Crab and Goyle. They're actually going, which I'll talk more on it though, making this potion to mimic some people. And so after that encounter in the hallway with all the water running, I thought my Moaning Myrtle, which is a ghost in the um, school facility there, thought it was her flooding the bathroom again. So they go try to find the trail, whatnot though, and that's when they run up on the blood on the wall, were written in blood. So, um, they come to find out Ginny Weasley, that's Ron's sister, was taken. They said there was a student taken into the chamber. So, wow, that's pretty scary, right? Um, so now the investigation of the Harry Potter and all them, everything, it really kicks in gear, right? That they're gonna um go investigate, especially with Ron's sister. So they start looking around some of the books and all that stuff. They don't think maybe they can find it in books because Hermione Granger, she's really smart when it comes to books and stuff. She really is. She's a smart kid. I'm not saying the other ones aren't either, but she really pulls her weight and stuff. So as they're going around trying to find all these clues and whatnot, though, kind of find out who it is. Although I think Harry knows who it is, or at least knows who it has to do with. Um, they come to find out oh that there's these spiders crawling all over the place, and come to find out that Hagrid had a monster of some sort, and they were just trying to figure out, well, who's this monster? And you could think about it, their minds, they probably were thinking it maybe was Voldemort somewhere. So naturally, they're going to go ask some questions. Well, here comes uh, Draco Malfoy's dad, and or Lucius Malfoy, and he got a bunch of people on the board or there to sign the signatures, I guess, out of fear, and they come and arrested Hagrid, took him to Azkaban. Now, naturally, me, I'm just like, really, seriously? I'm just like, kind of grow up. So when it just it makes me think, they always have to have somebody to blame, right? Kind of cover their tracks. So he gets arrested. He gives the kids like a hint. He says, if anybody wants to know what's going on, or all you do is follow the spiders or whatnot, though. Kind of gave him a hint because they had the invisibility cloak that he got in the first movie. So they use that to cover themselves and whatnot. Um, also, they were going to have a match. I don't know if I skipped it. If I skipped it, I apologize. But they were going to have a Quidditch match, and it was canceled because they come to find out Hermione was, I guess she was looking right at it. Whatever force this was, she's petrified too. So here they are, trying to figure all this stuff out though, without Hermione, the brains of at least the bookage and everything. So when they went back to the spider scene, in case I forgot about it, sorry. Um, so him and Ron set out to follow the spiders. They follow the spiders out in the forest, Forbidden Forest, that is. So when they go out there, though, they come on this big giant spider, huge. Um, I forgot his name, yeah. So they're talking to him, and he said, "Did Haggard open the Chamber of Secrets?" He goes, No, he never opened the Chamber of Secrets. That was a lie. And then, of course, they get down the bottom of Hagrid being innocent because he ended up being innocent. Well, the spiders were kind of been deprived against the people, whatnot. So they kind of surround Ron. And I'm like, oh no, right? So they have to get out of there, pretty much running off, get in the car and take off, and finally get out of the forest, neck and neck run, and escape death once again. You're thinking, wow, these kids got it made, don't they? So when they find that out, though, they go, he goes, we know one thing, Hagrid was innocent. So now that they got that all done there, though, they try to what had happened in before that scene, though, I forgot to mention it to you guys. Sorry again. Like I said, it's just me not feeling good, but they removed um Dumbledore basically as an I mean everybody knows he probably was an obstacle. So now that without them telling Dumbledore and everything, um they just pretty much on their own. So now it's them having to do this whole investigation on their own. Well, the other professor, I keep forgetting his name. I'm sorry. I'm gonna watch it today. I'll be able to come back with you there because what I'll do is I won't talk much on it today. That way I can get more of a land though. Like I said, I was gonna be on you last night though, but I had this migraine. It was horrible. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. Um, so when I have days like that going on, um, it's just I know you guys understand. I hate it though because I love sitting here up hours upon end. I know we at least had the show going about an hour yesterday, and those are kudos. I really love doing that with you guys. So so you're sitting here thinking, right? I mean, you're sitting here thinking that, um, well, what are these? How are these kids going to do it? How are these kids going to do this? And it makes you sit there and think, I don't think they got it in them, do they? I mean, do you think they do? I mean, I think they do. So these two boys set out to save the school. I mean, Harry did it once, right? Sorcerer's Stone. He can do it again. So Harry's the lead of the pack, right? Yep. So him and Ron come to find out through like I said, I'm going to hit little points of it in case y'all haven't seen it. I don't want to spoil it for you. Um, and I'll have it. The rest of the uh questions in here, they're not leading up to the rest of the movie though, but I'll have those up there too. I'll have another one there at the end because I mean, I think it's just been fun for you guys to participate in it if you want to. But um, since I'm going to be coming back either this evening or tomorrow with it. I'm gonna probably talk about one more scene and kind of cap that today. I mean, normally I would be on here longer, and you guys know it too, though. And everything. It's just here lately I've been not feeling good though. Got some doctors actually going. They're actually they're going to do things for me, so that's good and everything. But it just takes time. So still pray for me and bear with me for a while. I'm going to be absent out of church a little more longer than I wanted to be, but if I can go back full blast, right? If I sit there and rest about it, so. Um, one more scene is they find out who opened the Chamber of Secrets. They actually found a book, and the name on the book was Tom Riddle. Tom Riddle, right? So, um, that just makes you think, huh? Where in the world does this journal come from? Makes you think that just come out of nowhere. I mean, it's. I think these movies are fascinating. I mean, you guys should watch them if you haven't watched them yet. Um, I also have a buzzer type thing though, is when the talk ends, at least for the day, or um, for well, not really if we're going to be breaking with it. So as we're talking right there though, going to end at that one. So when we come back, either this evening or tomorrow, we're going to be finishing up the Chamber of Secrets. And also, I like to talk about other movies too, though that may kind of have similarities or things like that too, though. Like I said, the reason I'm kind of cutting it short and whatnot today is though in case things come up later though. But I should, as of right now, I should be back on here after a while. So just bear with me though. I know you guys are though. But I can promise you every day though, at least I'll be on the mic one point in time during the day. So with that being said, it's DJ Nate with the NDS Radio, and we are going to break.
You're listening to NDX Radio. DJ Nate from Bethel, Kentucky. More lights, more sound.